What is up, my Pika crew? This is ThePikaWu, and welcome to episode 2 of Let's Build a Team. So before I show you guys another Pokemon battle, I will just show you guys a couple of edits I made to the new team. And yeah, the edits are in red, as you can see. And the first edit I made was to change Choice Specs to Choice Scarf on the Zebstrika, and the main reason why I wanted to do that was because Swellow was a dangerous threat that can outspeed my whole team. I needed a counter, and Choice Scarf was a good addition because Swellow is no longer a big problem. Plus I can outspeed all Choice Scarf sets with Zebstrika, and as well as I can outspeed Seismitoad in the rain. So Modest Nature to get that extra special attack boost, and Over Timid because I can still outspeed Modest Seismitoad with plus special attack nature. I decided speed over attack because I just needed the speed, and the extra attack from the specs wasn't that big of a deal. Now my second change was Weezing is gonna be taken out for Garbodor. The main reason why I wanted to change Weezing was because it didn't get rid of the Toxic Spikes, and that wasn't good at all. I needed a Pokemon that can get rid of Toxic Spikes, because in the last video, as you saw, that Stall team destroyed me because he got poisoned on all my Pokemon. So Garbodor can get rid of the Toxic Spikes, plus he's pretty bulky. I have a max HP, or almost max HP and max defense set with a little bit of speed. Impish Nature, it allows me to counter Choice Band Sock, so that's good. Toxic and Clear Smog are pretty obvious. Toxic is for walls. Clear Smog is for so I can counter sweepers that attempt to set up against my Garbodor. Spikes because I can set up more entry hazards along with my Stealth Rocks. Rock Blast because there's Ninjask, Swellow, and a lot of other Pokemon weak to Rock that I can take down with Garbodor, and yeah, it's much better than having a Poison Stab. So those are my changes. Samurott and Mr. Playboy, my Licky are still the same. Serperior and Gabite are still the same. So yeah, I'm going to edit this team a little more after we watch another battle that I lose in. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the battle. Peace. What is up, guys? This is the first battle. I've learned a lot from this match, and I've improved greatly, but here is the first battle. I'm going to be showing you two matches. I set up Stealth Rocks with my Gabite, as he takes me down with 2 Earthquakes. Now, I've tried to mess around with Gabite's EVs, so it can live 2 Earthquakes from Golem, take Golem down with 2 super effective Earthquakes while maintaining max speed, but that hasn't really quite worked out for me yet. Anyways, I finally take down Golem. For some reason, he carries max speed Jolly, so he outspeeds my Garbodor and pulls off an Earthquake, and that's kind of weird. Now, he brings in a Clang. I don't have any good counters against Clang at all. I really need a fire type because this Clang is going to wall the rest of my team. I do have Zebstrika, but I don't want to lock myself into Overheat because it brings me down to -2 and he can take advantage of me afterwards. And that really sucks because without Gabite, when Gabite is down, I don't really have a Clang counter, so that sucks. But here, I'm just going to set up a substitute, hoping he would go for a Toxic or whatever, or maybe set up a Calm Mind. But that doesn't really work out. I'm just going to go for the Body Slam to try to get some paralyzation. Unfortunately, that doesn't work. Now, seeing that my damage is actually doing not much at all, I'm just going to pull off a Swords Dance and then go for the Body Slam again just to deal some damage before he takes me out. However, luckily for me, I am going to get that critical hit, take down that Musharna in 1 hit, and that was really good. I guess really lucky on my part, but he brings in Emboar. I'm going to bring in Garbodor here as Death Fodder, anticipating him to go for the Flare Blitz, but he actually goes for the Superpower. Now, I don't see any Life Orb Recoil or whatever, so I assume that he is choiced in some way, so I thought he was going to switch, so I double switched, predicting his Clang switch in, so I brought in my my Zebstrika to scare him out with the Overheat. However, that doesn't work. I'm going to bring in my Samurott. I went for the Swords Dance, thinking that even if he brought in Superior, I'm pretty sure I can live a Giga Drain. But unfortunately, this is when I learned that Life Orb, Max Attack, Superior can 1-hit KO a Samurott, which was quite surprising to me. I thought I was going to live it, so that was a bad mistake that I'll never do again. Always go for the Mega Horn if the opponent has a Superior and the Superior switch is obvious. The reason why I Swords Dance instead of Mega Horn was that I thought I could live the Giga Drain, get a Torrent boost because I can be in the range, because I thought I could live it, but I guess not. Now, he brings in Superior, I taunt him so I can win the Calm Mind War. However, he gets a critical hit with Hidden Power Rock, he's going to take me out, and then he's going to proceed to sweep the rest of my team with the Superior. So that's going to be the match. I mean, Garbodor still works pretty well. I think Gabite is the weakest link on my team after watching this match, because it really can't take on Golem 1v1. While I have super effective damage against Golem, his Earthquake is still a 2-hit KO, which is really weird. But yeah, on to the second battle. Here is the second battle. It's relatively longer. This one is 6 minutes, so yeah, I hope you guys stay and enjoy the narration. So I'm going to set up the Stealthrax as he sets up Toxic Spikes. I'm going to go for the Earthquake just to deal super effective damage, and now, anticipating him to switch into his Articuno, I'm actually going to double switch and bring in my own Garbodor because I carry that Rock Blast, and I can get rid of his Toxic Spikes. He's going to go for the Roost, and that's totally fine. That makes my Rock Blast only 2 times super effective, but I still go for the Rock Blast anyways, just to show him I have the move and scare him out, so he is probably going to switch next turn. And then I can set up some entry hazards afterwards, so I believe he's going to switch as I go for the Spikes. As he just goes for the Protect for some weird reason, I guess to get some leftovers recovery, but now I'm pretty sure he's going to switch. Because he's saying that I'm setting up Stealth Rocks, and, not Stealth Rocks, but entry hazards, and he actually goes into Armado as I predict to switch and go for the Toxic. However, he has the Lum. I totally forgot that Armados carry Rapid Spin, so I kept on going for the entry hazards, and that kind of sucks because he got rid of them. I'm going to go for the Toxic again because I want this Armado poisoned, and he goes for the Swords Dance, and that's not too big of a deal because I do have that Clear Smog, and that's what I'm just going to do right now as he goes for the Stone Edge, and I believe he misses. So that was good because I can live another hit, and Toxic is going to rack up. So I'm going to pull off 1 Spikes because I'm pretty sure he's not going to be able to Rapid Spin them because I can just take him out with a Rock Blast. And I believe that's exactly what happens, and his Armado is taken out. So his Rapid Spinner's gone. I can set up entry hazards as much as I want, but now he brings in Bastiodon. I don't really have anything to hit it with, and he goes for the Magic Coat, and I guess I didn't really predict that at all, so he gets even more Spikes onto my side. Not a big deal. I can just set up another layer of Spikes, predicting either a Roar or an attacking move, such as like Earthquake or whatever. But now I get brought into Mr. Playboy. I go for the Power Rip as he goes for the Stealth Rocks. Now, I believe I go for the Substitute for a stupid reason, maybe anticipating him to not go for the Roar, but he just goes for the Roar, and that was bad. Should have just went for an attacking move. Get brought into Samurott, that's good because I can pull super effective Waterfall, but look how much that does. That does less than half, so this Bastiodon is actually a huge threat to my team because after all his entry hazards on my side of the field, his Roar is actually racking up a lot of damage, and I'm just going to go for the taunt to shut him right out, but I did not know that Magic Code bounces taunt back too, so I get taunted. That really sucks because I now have to go for attacking moves, and the best thing I can go for is the Giga Drain as he just goes for the Roar once again, pretty much dealing a lot of damage with the entry hazards. Look at that. I'm already at 68% of my Samurott. So I should have went for the Swords Dance here, but I played very stupid. I was actually spamming cancel, but it wouldn't let me cancel because they already registered the move, which I was disappointed because I knew he's going to go for the Protect. I could have been able to get a Swords Dance off and probably just wrecked his team afterwards, but unfortunately I didn't. Like, I was spamming cancel and it just didn't register, so that sucked because he brings me to Garbodor, which is hideous because the best thing I can do is just Rock Blast, and look how much that does, 1% each time. And yeah, since he goes for the Magic Coat this time, I'm pretty sure he's not going to go for it the next time, so I'm just going to set up some entry hazards, I believe. Yes, I do. And he goes for the Roar. It brings me back to Samurott. I'm not at Torrent range, I believe, so but I know I can kill him with a Waterfall. So Bastiodon finally gets taken down after like 10 Roars, so that sucked. Girder is a big threat at this point because all my stuff are weakened since he has all those entry hazards up, so I can only go for the Mach Punch here. Garbodor is a very good counter against Girder, but unfortunately for me, I really don't know if I can live much because I only have 23%, so Luckily for me, I'm going to live, he's going to miss the rock slide, and that was huge because now I can pretty much stall him out because I get really lucky during this series of moves because I get actually 2 flinches in a row with Rock Blast, and yeah, that is amazing because Girder's going to get taken down when my Garbodor actually should have gotten taken down, and Girder probably could have taken down more than one Pokemon, even though he's toxic, because he has that Guts ability, and the reason why I had to poison him was because I needed residual damage since Girder is very, very bulky with that Eviolite and max HP, but he's going to get taken down against this Garbodor. He's going to bring in Articuno. I've got that Rock Blast. However, I only get the 2-turn Rock Blast, so I don't really do that much to him. And he's going to take me out with 2 Ice Beams. But at this point, I believe I can bring in my Superior and I can set up on him. I have the Hidden Power Rock. I have a lot of options. Let's see what I do. Yes, I bring in Superior. I'm going to go for the Hidden Power Rock. I'm pretty sure he can take down the rest of his team at this point because because of the spikes I have. So yeah, Garbodor, after the spikes damage, he's not going to be able to live a Hidden Power. And yeah, his other Pokemon, I don't know what it is. He's going to bring an Articuno here, which is also going to get taken down. He also has the Protect, whatever, not a big deal. Because 4x super effective Hidden Power Rock is still going to take him out when he has only like 62% HP. Yeah. Actually, he just forfeits at this point, and that's the game. So yeah, that's the second battle. And on to the analysis. Alright, so welcome to the first analysis. Now, let's just go over the comments that I got in the first episode. A lot of people wanted me to bring in a spinner. And yeah, I definitely tested that out. I first tried out Tentacool because Toxic Spikes were a pain, and he can Rapid Spin, but I tested it out and I didn't really like it that much because he has no offensive capability. So a lot of Pokemon could just, set up a substitute and take advantage of Tentacool's, poor attack stat. So that didn't really work out too much. I don't think Rapid Spin's that important because nothing on my team is too weak to Stealth Rocks, and I do have a Poison type on my team that can actually absorb the T-Spikes. So yeah, Tentacool, I really don't like it all. Plus I already have a water type on my team in the form of Samurott, so Tentacool is out of the question, I think. Now, a lot of people said Amoonguss walled my team, so I need an Amoonguss counter, but I don't really have that much trouble. I have Taunt on my Superior and I can set up. Plus, I have, what is that? I have Lickilicky. Lickilicky is absolutely amazing. He's a monster in NU. Set up a substitute. Clear Smog doesn't work anymore because I'm behind the sub, and I can just set up and pretty much sweep. If I see a Amoonguss and if I see a Tangle on the opponent's team, my first thing is bring in Lickilicky against it. Try not to get poisoned or lead seeded, but if I set up a substitute before he can do anything, then pretty much it's game. But I also tried out Cryogonal because a couple of people recommended that to me as well. It's pretty fast. I like his offensive capability with base 95 special attack. However, his move pool is so shallow, and the only thing he can do is really Ice Beam. And his defense isn't that great. I mean, he has good special defense, but his defense is pitiful. So Samurott can come in, and I don't know if he's going to Swords Dance or Aqua Jet, so that just puts me in a dilemma there. However, because Cryogonal fits in a relatively offensive environment, he's definitely a possibility, but I only have 6 Pokemon on my team, and I really don't know what to take out, and I really like my offensive core right now with Superior, Samurott, and Lickilicky. So, I really don't know. Now, in regards to Gabite, as you saw, Gabite really wasn't that great of a Stealth Rocker. Golem beat it. Granted that I went for Stealth Rock's first turn instead of Earthquake, but still, I was really disappointed in the defense and the attack of Gabite. I mean, he can't live 2 Earthquakes from Golem. I've tried to mess around with the EV spread so that he can have max speed, live 2 Earthquakes from Golem, and be able to dish out super effective Earthquakes that can 2-hit KO Golem back. But unfortunately, that actually EV spread is non-existent, and it's actually impossible. I tried to make one. So Gabite, probably the weakest link on my team. His attack isn't that great. Even after a Home Claws, Dragon Rush can't do much against a Tangela or whatever, any physical wall. And Dragon Rush is like a 75% or 70 or 75% accurate move, so not very accurate at all. So Gabite, easily my weakest link. I really don't know what to do, so the option is to change Gabite to another Stealth Rocker, but I don't. Plus Gabite's weak to ice, that's really bad. It's 4 times weak to ice, and don't really have anything that resists ice other than, what is that, Samurott, so yeah, not that great. So I think my plan here is, let's get rid of Gabite. Let's test other Pokemon in the place of it. Maybe another Stealth Rocker, I don't know. If you guys want to help me out, just list a couple good Stealth Rockers in the NU tier in the comment section below. Also, we can transform this team to a completely offensive team. We don't need Stealth Rocks, we can just get 6 offensive Pokemon and just dish out super massive amounts of damage with high attack. That means I can get rid of Garbodor too, and I can bring in like a more offensive poison type Pokemon. There's Muck in the NU tier, that's definitely an option. Choice Band Muck is dangerous, but yeah, we'll see. So yeah, if you guys want to leave any feedback or anything, if you want me to change anything on my team anyways, I'm totally, I am open to pretty much any idea. If you still don't like Superior, I can try to take him out and test out another Pokemon. Just tell me so in the comment section below. So yeah, this is ThePikaWu. Thank you for watching my analysis, and yeah, until next time, episode 3, peace out guys.